kind of a boring background, but I just wanted to go live because it's been a while and I really want to relaunch this channel. But I found out a few things. A lot of things have changed with YouTube in the last 20 years. Um, I've been on the YouTube partnership program since 2006. Well, I've been on YouTube since 2006 and in the partnership program since 2008 when it initiated. They're saying now that on my account that I'm a legacy account. Um, I noticed that right when that happened, I lost my YouTube partnership, and then it got reinstigated. So might be something technical there where I was on like too old or the accounts past a certain date or something, so they had to reinitiate so I can get reset, so to speak, with new parameters and new stuff. Like I was just watching the Mason Ho and Jamie, the Mason and Jamie show with how do you call it, Pashan on it, and he's saying that he's got his YouTube channel, which you guys want to go and follow and check out his documentary. It's on Stab. It's also on Apple TV and other spots, but really good. And he says he's at 5,000 subscribers and he's trying to get to 10,000 because then he can get a little plaque. I'm like, I never got a plaque. I think I'm at like 18,000. I've been at 18,000 for the last 10 years because I've been kind of not this 10,000 years, but I moved to Maui. I moved to I moved to Peru 5 years ago, 2020, and I kind of just went incognito and looking for not looking but resituating myself, new life, um, and haven't been shooting like I used to. Been surfing more. I've been surfing like crazy. But I've also been in the process of, getting my citizenship and all that. So I finally got all that stuff. I still got to go into the nearest town, nearest city, because I'm in a pueblo, small fishing pueblo up north, tropical, beautiful place. But I got to go to the city, well, the city version over here, Talada, and open up my bank account, get my cell service, get my car transferred in my name, get my driver's license. I got to get all that stuff. But I got my DNI. DNI is your, for us Americans, it's your Social Security for Peru. So you can work and do stuff legally. So I'm on. I'm good. So now I'm gonna start, working and hustling more. I don't have to worry about, doing things under the table or which I never did. I was doing mostly networking and helping people. I have my clients in Hawaii and I have clients in LA and then a couple on the East Coast that I'm working on now. Um, but it's time to have clients here. So I've been helping a lot of people here with upgrading, just like I did in Maui when I first got there. Just, help them upgrade into the new technologies, come up to speed. They're kind of like 40 years behind over here. But I figured I'd go live and tell my story of my transition and flash back to the past on Maui, LA, and then back over to here and just see the connections, all these. I've had a really great life, and I think I like to say, not that I like to say, I've lived several lives in one life. So it's been amazing. I really believe in one life, get as many experiences as you can. That's the goal. You can go out and make money. You're going to spend a lot of energy making money and you're going to end up saving it. And money is made to spend. So I figured that out a long time ago when I moved to Maui and left the Matrix I changed. I left everything. I realized a bunch of stuff and changed the life. I cut all the credit cards out, went barter, went off the grid, don't make enough money to even file taxes. Go, go, go. And turn the tables around, put priority on life and experiences and, good times and fun and work. Work was second. I exposed a lot of digital technologies on Maui, got everybody, a lot of people up to speed just by leading by example. Then I would sell, gear, and I would sell it to other people, or other people, local guys would come up and ask me about shooting, and I'd guide them in the right direction. And anyways, I made a modest living there doing that, shooting, surfing, marine life. I was fortunate to be, ahead of technology and had YouTube for my surfing clips. I also got grandfathered into a bunch of really good opportunities. So I got grandfathered into Getty Images. I worked in Hollywood for 10 years. So you find out a lot of cool stuff over there. You know what is professional, what is high end, how the deal, the order of things. You really learn what the order of things is. So born and raised in LA, Northeast LA, just outside of Hollywood, you realize that fame and fortune is not what it's cracked up to be. You're better off just laying low. And I was a childhood actor. Well, I had my childhood acting experience, major, at 12, and my dad never let me pursue that because he said he never want my kid to be in that world. I was pissed. My mom was pissed. My mom wanted to be my manager. But in the end, the old man was right, like always. But by the time I was like 20, I got into the behind the scenes of Hollywood. And that's what I really loved. So I became an editor eventually, and it's been amazing. When I moved to Maui, I just took my editing system with me. It was like I went into Hollywood with the first generation of nonlinear editing, computer based editing. And my last gig was actually outside of Hollywood in Long Beach with DirecTV, Latin America. And that launched me back in the time into linear editing. But it was high end linear editing. It was wall to wall, full digital, all digital gear, all Sony in house, multi-million dollar edit suite, broadcast center. It's an amazing experience. Made a lot of money in the 10 years that I worked in Hollywood. It's kind of hard not to make good money in Hollywood, but they will take your life if you let them. So they'll take your weekends. And we are weekend warriors. I say we, me and my brothers, we all worked. Well, me and my older brother worked in Hollywood. My younger brother didn't. He's a techie engineer, and I think we were probably one of the few, me and my older brother, few in Hollywood that actually, did things. We were in the extreme sports, so we were skiing, snowboarding, every weekend, or living at the beach, surfing, and I wasn't really surfing, but living the beach life. So no one took my weekends away from me. We had parties to throw and have fun, but they tried. But anyways, um, moved to Maui, got out of the Matrix, and minimized. Dad, how much do I need to make every year to stay low pro and out of the tax man radar? Stay legal, stay cool, but okay. Well, I sacrificed getting married and had kids, but I felt that was a sham too. That was a scam. And I never got caught up. I never got any girls pregnant or anything like that. I had to get married like most of my friends and stuff. No, I dodged all that. But I do want to have kids. I come from a solid family, parents and everything, and brothers, sister. But I got away with that. So I was able to stay off the radar and not make a lot of money, make just enough to get by and be comfortable. Sold a lot of. My secret was I was selling stock footage, through Getty. So that's what I wasn't making millions. I wasn't out to make millions. I just wanted to pay the rent, and I wanted to play outside the matrix. So I did. Uh, how do you call it? Barter trade. So I'd get clients and I'd help them with their social media. That's when all social media just started. So marketing, digital. The company was pure digital, and we just wanted to create, a digital presence for everybody and get everybody digitized. Um, Create a presence for them online. So I was just shooting, and getting their social media platform sites set up and trying to teach them how it all works. It's super early. A lot of people didn't believe in it. They still don't. It's Maui. They don't really need marketing. Traffic's coming through the doors every day, anyways. But I was trying to teach them how special it is to be able to have an opportunity like that, to be able to be online and to have all this content, and it was all going to be video. Nobody believed it was video, but it was taking pictures. I was like, no, it's all about video, 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 video. This is the best one. And in the end, algorithms are all about video format. And anyways, I'm not here to pump myself up, and I just want to show where I'm at and how my life be like, how it was, how it is, how it's going to continue to be. So I was able to do all that in Maui for 20 years, loved it, till I got priced out. Everything got nuts. Rental went through the roof. Property value went up, kept going up. It forced me into having to work more. And I was like, you know what? I'm not trying to do that. This is unfair. It's not right. Whatever. Instead of crying about it, I would just adjust and make things happen. So, like my mom always said, I had angels watching over me. And these solutions would come up. These creative, alternative, out of the box solutions would happen. I would grab them. So I was already traveling to Peru for like 10 years. I come from a skiing, snowboarding background, so I love surfing, I love waves, but I wanted something longer. I wanted longer rides. 'Cause I was used to, thousands of vertical feet instead of hundreds or 8 seconds. I wanted, minutes. So I heard about Peru. My mom's from Peru. I heard about Chicama, so I started coming to Chicama solo. And I would come every year. And then I started coming 2 times a year, 3 times a year. Figure out the swells, get the right swell. What's the right time of the year? It turns out it's all year round, but really it's the opposite season. It's during our summer. And anyways, adjusted, made it happen. And all those trips, I just made connections. I had family in Miraflores, met a bunch of cool people, made some contracts, some clients, lined it up, and then I got priced out of Maui. I went looking for a place, and I was like, oh my God, it's so much more money and for so much less. So it was like $1,000 or $1,200 for a room to share in the house, share a house, and $1,200 for a room. I was like, no way. Like I got my standards. Can't just move in with strangers. I had some money saved up, and I was like, I'm out of here. I'm taking the leap. I've been wanting to move to Peru since I moved to Maui. Boom, I left. Wow. Divine timing. I've been a cosmic freak since I was in elementary school, and I've always been a closet cosmic freak because you can't talk about that stuff in LA. Because especially in the US or even in Hawaii, people just think you're weird and crazy. I believed it. I believe it. And I've always believed it. So I'd always use that. So I got off the calendar. I got off the Gregorian calendar and went on to the moon calendar when I moved to Maui. Best decision I made in my life. Moons, tides, and swells. That's what I was going by. And the sun. That's it. I started leaving. I left the clocks and the watches. I left time. I was doing my own thing. Off the grid, out of the matrix. Amazing. The only thing I had had a one hand in banks. I had a bank. I needed a bank. I had a foot in, um, the system. So I had to do my tax reports. Zeros. I'd zero out because I wasn't making anything really. It was all written off. Very little came in. It was just everything was balanced out to zero. And then cell service and internet and gas, food, and whatever I needed to have fun. I would just find clients that would um, replenish that and let me. So I would charge them half in money and half in product. So instead of making all this money and buying all these things I needed, I just thought I just wouldn't make as much, and I would find clients, and they would just give me the stuff that I needed. It's great, genius, really. Not really genius. It just seems genius because I'm the only one that's doing it. Anyways, came to Peru looking for that long ride, and I found it in this wave called Chicama. It's not the best wave because it just kind of rolls up on itself. It's all sand. It's got a couple little reef spots with some vertical and some what do you call it? Invert, in vertical on the top. But most of it's rolling up on each other. But it's long. I loved it. Double overhead is what I was looking for. Overhead to double overhead. Man, I had so much fun. But it's cold and kind of a weird town. Weird vibe. But I was ready to buy and invest. And that's where I was going to build my home and stuff. But then I got introduced to up north. Yeah, tropics. I never went back. This is my style up here. But I'm in a small fishing pueblo, which is awesome. Beautiful ocean out front, just like it's like West Maui 100 years ago. Whales, come we got whale season right out front right now. Beautiful, warm blue water snob is what I am. I'm always in a shorty or board shorts. I can dive, fish, and surf out front. And there's plenty of spots. Great food, great people. The Pueblinos are super nice and super beautiful and caring and loving people. The vibe is so awesome. More like I had to change my vibe. I had to get all that ugly, ugh, negative, eggy where I came from. Living in Maui is not easy. It's the only place I've ever got discriminated against. I had to dim my light. I had to lay low. Couldn't, let everybody know what I was doing because people get mad and envious and this and that. And it's like, ugh, regulated. I always felt like I was regulated there. I couldn't surf wherever I wanted. People were just all this egginess and ego maniacs. Just all this ugly ego energy. And plus, the natives were restless, and everybody's pissed. All the locals are pissed because America took over their island, and they're frustrated, and they got no solutions, and they're not the brightest people. They're on an island, so they're kind of closed-minded and only see so far. So it was like everything was against me, and I told everything was understandable and no judgments against anybody. I just knew that I wasn't in the right place for me, for my heart because I live by the heart. I was born of the heart, for the heart. and I just needed to be. I didn't know where I needed to be, but I knew I needed, and I couldn't be there. So I had to evolve. And I remembered that was the plan, was to eventually go to Peru. So it was a leap, and I did it, and I loved it, and it happened, and it worked. 2020, oh my God, 2 weeks later, I got here March 8th, 2 days and 2 nights in Miraflores with family, or else they kill me. And then March 11th, I moved up north, and 2 weeks later, the pandemic hit, and I never felt it. It never touched me. I was in these little towns, so I never felt it. I was watching it all on the news and stuff. And I don't even watch the news. I stopped watching television. I cut my cable service when I moved to Maui. I already came from Hollywood. I knew where that was going. It was all ugly. I was all online. I lived online when nobody was online. All I was watching was a few conspiracy Google videos that were popping up. But I was in the forefront of that whole scene of online video. And I've been fortunate about with that. And here I am trying to revive it again. I need to relaunch this channel. I need all my subscribers that I have to support me and bring more people. I've never been one to promote likes, click like everybody says, notification, click on notification, click on like and subscribe and da da da. I feel that the content is good, people are gonna follow. That's what happened when I did it on Maui. I was the only one posting big wave surfing at the time, and it was, new, and people were freaking out. But the ocean is basically what I always promoted. I always promoted big wave surfing is what I posted, and marine life, and the lifestyle around the ocean. Well, the benefits of it. To me, I'm a child at heart, and I've managed to preserve it all these years. And to me, curiosity is the number one key to life, to joy. Is stay curious. And the ocean's got me curious, both above and below the surface. So fishing, diving, and surfing. That's enough. Plus, I was doing all this other stuff because I was shooting videos. So, shooting videos always got me into the middle of the action, always, whether on land or in the ocean. So, I did a lot of channel crossings in Hawaii, canoe races, stand up paddle races, all sorts of stuff. Did it traveling professionally with stand up paddle team and the circuit, APP, shooting, marketing, managing, promoting. That's what I did, all based on online video. So I was right in the mix. I was fine, and I'm still in the mix. So what I did on Maui, what I managed to do on Maui, was amazing. And now I come to Peru, and I can do it again. Because going from LA to Maui, they were 20 years behind as far as technology. I was ahead of all my people in LA because I was in the latest technology facilities. And then I come to Peru. Peru's 40 years behind. So I get to bring them all up to speed over here. It's been really fun. It's still fun. It's going to be fun. But like I said, it's a new life, and I got my DNI, so now I can kind of, travel around. I can go back to Maui. I can leave the country, come back, no problems. I got a couple of things I got to do first. I got to go to Lima. It hasn't been the easiest 5 years. It's been tough, but it's been easy because I've been coming up with solutions. I just had to lay low and stay put. Monies went to a dip because of the pandemic. And then I lost a lot of clients, and then I managed to keep a couple, and then I managed to get one more, and then I'm able to come back up, and then I'm making my way back up. And then I need signal. I'm in this remote place, and I'm all about having the latest signal. Oh my God, there's a Starlink, beautiful, but I have Starlink. but I can't get it because I gotta fucking make my car. My money's going into my car. I don't make that much. I get just enough, but it's all happening, so it's all good. It's been fun. I've been surfing most of the time, anyways, and taking care of my clients and my new clients here. And pretty much anywhere you move, just like when we moved to Maui, it takes, 3 years minimum, 3 to 5 years when you move somewhere to really stick and for people to acknowledge you and know you and believe in you and have confidence and trust in you. So I did all that within these last 5 years, and it's all happening again. So I'm good. What I stoked about here is that I'm on the mainland. I'm on a mainland. I'm on a continent. So I can just jump on a plane for $30 and go to Lima and do other business stuff and then come home up north. Tropics. So I'm very excited to travel around Peru, and that's where I want to take you guys. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of mystical. This place is very mystical. There's a lot of secrets that have been hidden here in this space. This place is very isolated for so many years. You have to either speak Spanish or travel here to really understand what this place has to offer. Peru is natural, rich, is one of the richest countries in natural resources. Also, if you're into extraterrestrials, this is one of the meccas of ETs, of UFO sightings, and all these stories. And then it's got all this huge archaeological past, the Inca past, and the pre-Inca stuff that they're finding now. Here, it's kind of like an island as far as microclimate. So here you have selva in the back, and then you got sierras, the altitude, and then you got the coast. So I got to go visit all those. I've been on the coast the whole time. So I need to go visit, Machu Picchu. I got to go get referencing. So go check out the Machu Picchu's, Cusco, and then go into the deeper, newer pre-Inca stuff that's really raw and shoot. Yeah, just keep shooting and building my collections and submitting collections to Getty Images. So I got to get going on that. Like I've been telling a lot of my new friends here, the vacation is over. It's time to move forward and in advance. So I'm really excited to. It's been fun surfing. If you're into surfing, Peru is usually south southwest swells, but it's been La Nina. And we got the climate is changing, the planet is adjusting. There's a lot of stuff happening. So as far as cosmically, I've been waiting to get to this point here as of July 17th. We've been under a lot of new alignments. 9 planets retrograde. We're down to five. No, we're down to 4 planets left. The tough work has already moved past us. It's all been spiritual upgrading and learning and realigning with the planets again. All the major planets that we have in our solar system take anywhere from 350 to 2 years to do a full orbit. So a lot of the outer planets that take the longest have all come full circle. That's this grand alignment. So a lot of them have reset. So we're just lucky to be alive. Yeah, to be here and witness this. So the cycle that this planet, the grand cycle that this planet's going through right now, happens every 11,000 and 22,000 years. So the last time the planet's gone through these upgrades, and it's still not done, it's gonna happen. It'll finish in 2027. It hasn't happened for since before humans. So hold on to your panties, because we still got some. Nature's got 4 elements: wind, water, fire, and earth. And all those need to get upgraded. And sometimes, like you've probably felt, a lot of things that have been changing have all been all these several dynamics all happening at the same time. That's what makes it tough. Usually we're used to just one or two things happening, changing, and we adjust. But no, it's all these things at the same time. So it's kind of like a full reset, yeah, reboot. So if you're not awake, you better wake up. The universe is waking everybody up. Now, if you decide to stay in the old frame of mind, the old 3D ego based uh, uh, dimension, then it's not going to be easy for you. It's just going to get harder. But if you're awakening, if you're awake, I was born awake, so I've been just traveling an uphill battle in the egomaniac world, and I survived. But that's because I'm Aries and I have this birth chart that shows you why everybody needs to, everybody, yeah, see, self realization is the key to life. You need to learn who you are, what you were born to be, who you were born to be. That's what you need to learn. And to learn that, you have a cheat sheet, you get a birth chart. There's a little bit of studying. I love studying. A lot of people don't like to study. I love to study things that I love, that I'm curious about. So I've been reading up on mine. It's a monster. It's going to take years. I could have spent more time on it, but I was too busy living it. See, I don't really need to learn. I was kind of born with this. So I have that intuition inside of me. So a lot of it, I read it just to confirm that I'm not crazy. So, anyways, for the most of you that aren't Aries, need to study up and get your birth chart. Real easy. Let me know. Just message me. It's gonna be one of the themes and one of the topics I'm gonna be on my not my podcast, just my live feeds that I'm gonna start to do here. Yeah, live feeds are gonna cover, my transition from one country to another, um, the new crypto financial system, the new financial system, all the new stuff we're changing. Yeah, and how my life is be like. Yeah, food, surf, ocean, marine life, whales. You know, conservation. Just influence people to live a healthy life. Meaning, not healthy exercise, healthy mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Yeah, that's healthy. Physical, that's easy. Just stay active. All you got to do is half hour a day walking. It's easy. No diets, none of that shit. You can eat, drink all you want, long as you move. You move, your body will process it. You have to learn that your body is a monster. It's a machine. We never knew how to use it. Well, I did, but most people don't know how to use it. They're just sitting around, you know. You have to move. Cars, motorcycles, transportation, buses, just walk. You just walk. It's the easiest thing. Now I don't walk, but I'd go surf. I do other exercises. So I love my Subaru. But I love Subaru because it's 4x4 and I can rally around everywhere because it's all dirt around here. Um, anyways, so yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna relaunch this legacy account. They call it. I got a YouTube legacy account. Wow, I like that. But I want YouTube to really see me because I want my plaque. Everybody's getting plaques and shit, but now they say there's a mini plaque. I want one because I like playing the game, the digital game. Facebook blew it, Meta, because I've been involved with all the platforms, and they're all my accounts are monster accounts, and the AI screwed up. Some guy tried to hack my. I've been hackless. All my clients hackless, and then Google, Apple, Amazon, everybody got hacked about 3 months ago. Fucking idiots. And they lost all this data, and my data was all in there. And next thing I know, I got this guy from I don't know where, India or something like that, Pakistan or something, half-ass hacked my account. So I'm trying. There's no way to get to Meta. You can't. I don't even know how to get a hold of him. I've been trying to find a way to get a hold of him to tell me, hey, it's right here. This guy here has hacked my shit. It wasn't me. Give me my account back. Fuck. But as I always say, everything happens for a reason. So you just gotta go with the flow. So I don't stress about it. I just started another account. Whatever. I'm starting a new life anyways over here. But I technically. All my photos, all my memories, everything. I have it all archived because I'm a digital freak, and I come from Hollywood, so I archive everything. But I had it all accessible and easy on my Facebook profile. Ugh, annoying, so annoying. And then monetization. I've pioneered monetization, and everything's replenishable. You can recoup everything, meaning you can redo and relaunch things. But I haven't given up. I think I got like 90 days left. At 180 days, they give you to appeal it, but it doesn't even let you appeal. You can't even appeal. It's so stupid. Anyways, I'm gonna figure it out. I'll try to figure it out. For now, no one's hacked my YouTube. No one's hacked my Instagrams. Um, just my Facebook profile. All right, I'm gonna get going because I gotta go out and live my life. My car's in the shop, so I'm a little limited, but I got things to do around the house here and on my computer, so I'm gonna get to it. Let's see, what did I do? 36 minutes. Let's see how it all works. Of course, I've had one fan on. I had one subscriber. It's okay, whatever. You got to put in the time. All right. Lots of love to everybody, and aloha from the tropics of northern Peru. Come and visit. The place is awesome. Everyone should come.